Well, alright guys, I'm back here today to talk about our favorite topic of all time. It's my favorite topic, and it's the favorite topic of Eli the Computer Guy. Have you been to his channel yet? If not, it's time to go. Go now. Anyway, have you guys tried to work with AI? They say it's more dangerous than nuclear weapons, and it might be. It might be more dangerous than nuclear weapons if you're trying to build a project of any kind. You see, the thing is about that is that when you're trying to build a project, it will nuke your computer. I will crap you not the amount of times I've had to reinstall or time shift Linux is unbelievable. It's diabolical, as they say. As one of those cool people out there on the internet said one time, it's diabolical. It's cinema. Anyway, what's up? More Pegasus Saints. Woo! Anyway, so I'm trying to build and resurrect just like a micro Jesus, right? I'm taking the cool thing that is robotics, right? Vector the robot, and I'm making a whole new operating system for this thing to run. And I try to learn Mamba, maybe a little bit of cha-cha-cha, and so on and so forth, because I don't want to use Barracuda or PyTorch. It's the dumpster fire that has no end. That's right, my friend. And you might think that, what's that thing called? Linux Mint with cinnamon sounds cute. But it is a hell. It is a hellhole that has no end. Every time I try to do something cool with it, it's like having a cyber nanny. You might think that the people that built this thing are radical left lunatics, possibly Antifa. Anyway, every time I want to do something, can I do this? No. Can I do this? No. Permission write this, permission write that. It is absolutely a hellhole. It's cinema. Anyway, so when you talk about LLMs taking over the world, I don't think so. When it comes to nuking the world, I don't think so. But what they will definitely do is terminally nuke your computer. Was it turbo nuke? I don't know. I've been working with Grok too much, so it's got all the Elon Musk references built into the system. And between that, Grok, and the one that I use the least is actually Gemini. Gemini, I don't know. It kind of helps you when you're trying to do research or more deep research into Google Chat or Google Search. But other than that, since they don't really have a proper free version for you to use, it's kind of lame. I got to tell you, it's kind of lame. There's a bunch of other systems that you can use that work offline, but they're kind of slow. And so I am in this position right now where I'm trying to resurrect. I mean, it's almost Christmas. We've got to resurrect Vector before Christmas. I mean, it has to be done. But with all of these problems, with the internet shutting down and large language models not being smarter than whatever you think you're supposed to be, right? They can beat people at Go, but apparently when it comes to destroying the Linux terminal, they're better than last time, right? What's up, Mepstagram? Anyway, so and Coach Greg, I mean, we're having these issues, and I know I'm just talking a bunch of mumbo jumbo. You have no idea what I'm talking about because yes, I'm pointing at you. You are a copy and paste entrepreneur, a copy and paste engineer. So what you do when you get to the office is copy paste, copy paste, copy paste. There's no mental thing that's going on in your brain. So you don't know what I'm talking about, which is why you may suddenly do a, Control O, Control X, or Control O, enter, and then Control X. And then all of a sudden, when you press on your terminal, it says missing child or cannot open child. I mean, it sounds like something that that crazy person, the Epstein files is all about. But no, it has nothing to do with that. It just means that you have now corrupted your Linux terminal And now you need to do a time shift, or you have to reboot and reinstall the whole thing from scratch. So you spend more time doing that, fighting the system, than actually fixing problems with technology. So, yeah, if that is not the metaphor for the 2025 going into 2026, I don't know what is. I really must ask Eli, the computer guy, about this, because seriously, it's like Antifa and the radical left have built these systems so that they defeat you. You can't do anything. And so I'm here trying to resurrect Vector. I learned a bit of Mamba, a bit of Cha-Cha-Cha, and then all those cool things that you do, right? Because I don't want to use Barracuda, right? You don't want to use CUDA or PyTorch. They absolutely destroy everything, and it's so slow. Nobody wants to use those NVIDIA GPUs because, as I said before, I mean, they're about mid, right? They're about mid-range. There's so much better out there, but that nobody knows about. But even if you said that, Jensen Huang's GPUs are good, you can't just have one, right? I try to hammer the ever-loving poop out of one, and it's about as good as 8 CPUs. So if you got 8 CPUs, why would you hammer the heck out of one GPU, which is kind of equivalent? And actually, it's a little bit slower on my computer when I use the GPU. Because the software, as I said before so many different times, is so bad that it's better to use CPUs. So many problems that we have with the technology field are caused by copy and paste entrepreneurs and copy and paste engineers. We got to fix it. It's got to be done, and it's got to be done faster than last time, or we are going to have some real problems, guys. Because, as I said before, if we had proper systems, we could have automated cities, towns, we could have proper healthcare, we could have real AI, not large language models. Again, large language models are cool if you have a brain and you know what you're doing, but half of the time I'm like telling the large language model, because it doesn't have a brain, it doesn't have memory at all, it's about as stupid as I am. It's about as stupid as I am. I always bring this back up. So I'm telling it to do the same thing over and over. I need you to remember this thing. I need you to remember that thing. No, this is not the structure that I wanted. Why did you delete that file that wasn't supposed to be deleted? I told you that is where I put all my folders. I told you this is where all the files are. Can you get any work done in this kind of system, with this kind of system? No. Anyway. Maybe there needs to be a purge. Eli, maybe you're right. Maybe there needs to be a purge. And all of this bag of, you know what, needs to be sent to space. Elon, get all these copy and paste entrepreneurs and copy and paste engineers. Put them on one of those flying things that you have and send them to space. Was it Go Float Yourself? that was the best. That was one of the best TV series ever. Anyway, Go Float Yourself. Thanks for watching, and I guess I'll see you all in the next episode of whatever this is. But you thought that resurrecting a robot would be easy, but no, 32-bit instead of 64-bit, ARM processing units, mumbo jumbo. How many more things should I say? I don't know, but it's not easy. It's not easy, guys. It's diabolical. Diabolical.